Thank you very much, BC. On this day in 1895, the Manasseh Mauler Jack Dempsey, who was heavyweight champion from 1919 to 1926, was born. He heavily influenced fellow Hall of Famer Mike Tyson, who was the reason Fernando Martinez took up the sport at the age of 11. Tonight, the undefeated Argentine defends his 115-pound title against the unbeaten Filipino Jade Bornilla. While we hope to avoid long counts, it's been a long time since the 28-year-old Bornilla has seen his wife and 2 young children in the flesh. 2 years, to be exact. The Las Vegas-based Bornilla told his wife he would not return to the Philippines without a championship belt. A victory tonight, and he'll get to enjoy real face time with his family as a newly minted champion. Like Bornilla, the 31-year-old Martinez, he grew up in poverty, the 7th of 12 brothers in the slums of La Boca, one of Buenos Aires' toughest neighborhoods. His inspiring story has seen him overcome myriad issues, including depression and alcohol abuse following the death of his father, Abel, in 2014. His father's dying wishes fueled Martinez to become a 2016 Olympian and a 115-pound title holder. He dethroned long-reigning champ lefty Jerwin Ancajas via unanimous decision in February of last year. He recorded the same result when they ran it back last October. He is the only current titleist from Argentina.
Let's take a look at the numbers for this fight. And for Martinez, this is same old, same old. He always is facing a reach and height disadvantage, but he gets past that by getting on the inside. Jade Bornilla would like to prevent him from doing that.
And the rules here in Minnesota, only the referee can stop the fight. We are set for a 115-pound championship bout with the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Fame ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the Armory here in the beautiful city of Minneapolis, Minnesota, as Premier Boxing Champions and Showtime present a big night of action coming your way. And we extend a special welcome to the brave men and women serving around the world and joining us tonight on AFN, the American Forces Network. Well, fans, our opening bout is a world title attraction sanctioned by the IBF, the President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor Pete Podgorski. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from ringside, from Wisconsin, Mike Fitzgerald, from Illinois, Jerome Jacobko, and from California, Zach Young. Introducing our referee in charge, our 3rd man in the ring, Charlie Fitch. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing, a showdown of undefeated battlers for the IBF Junior Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first on my left, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with black and gold trim, hailing from General Santos City, Cotabato del Sur in the Philippines. He weighed in at the junior bantamweight limit of 115 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 18 wins, no losses, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight in his Showtime debut, he is making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the challenger, the undefeated IBF #1 ranked contender, Jade Hurricane Bornilla. And his opponent across the ring on my right, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks with red and gold trim, hailing from La Boca, Buenos Aires, Argentina. He weighed in at 114.5 pounds. He also is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 15 wins, no losses, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the 2nd defense of his title, please welcome the undefeated IBF Junior Bantamweight Champion of the World, introducing Fernando Puma Martinez. Once again, a referee in charge, Charlie Fitch, now to give instructions.
Good evening, Jade. Good evening, Fernando. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. Let's have a great fight. Touch gloves. Come on, fighting at the bell.
Referee Charlie Fitch with 22 years of pro experience, his 385th professional fight. What a way to kick off this triple header with a 115-pound title tilt. Two undefeated fighters ready to throw punches in bunches. The bell and round number one. Speaking of throwing punches in bunches, in his title-winning victory over Ancajas, Martinez landed a division record 421 power shots. And by the way, Bornilla had Ancajas in camp with him, and he told them to take care of his head and not be cornered by Martinez.
And we have a surprise already. Bornilla normally starts out his fight as a righty and switches to lefty, as Abner pointed out in the open. He said, I'm going to be a lefty right off the bat, which is interesting.
Yeah, he normally does it in the second round. Now he chose to come out just like that.
And if you ask Martinez's trainer, Rodrigo Calabrese, he says, hey, lefties are better for us. Martinez likes them even more than orthodox fighters, something you don't hear every day. Apollo Creed's trainer would not have agreed with him.
Hey, we just saw Martinez beat Ancajas twice in a row, so that's the case there.
Yeah, with anyone with the kind of pressure that Martinez has, you know, right, left hand, it doesn't matter because this guy's always going to try to close the gap and try to be in the inside.
Martinez known for all-out pressure. Bornilla more the heavier puncher. 12 of his 18 wins have come inside the distance compared to just 8 of 15 for Martinez. But Martinez has a habit of wearing you down, putting on the pressure, and delivers a straight right. Up top to Bornilla, but now from a southpaw, Bornilla coming forward as well. So as expected, both of them having their moments early.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Bornilla hasn't started working ripping to the body. He usually does use that straight left to the body, and he's got to start doing that because Martinez just does not stop coming. And that is a way to, you know, break him down. Yeah, coming off back-to-back body blow KOs last year. Not surprising since 42% of his total connects target his opponent's torsos.
Yeah, he loves the body, and those two knockouts really demonstrate that.
Under a minute left here in the opening round. Again, double right-handed and a nice curling left hook behind the high guard by the champion. Martinez has Bornilla on the ropes, going to town with the left hooks, misses with that last sweeping left hook upstairs, and a nice three-punch combination ripped off by the challenger Bornilla.
Yeah, if you're Bornilla, I think what you want to do now is, you know, you want to play the catch and shoot a little bit, or do that pressure as well. Don't let Martinez get out first.
The intriguing thing is that Bornilla is pushing Martinez back in round one. That's surprising on every level. And
there's Bornilla, uppercut to the midsection of the defending champion. Coming up on the final 10 seconds of the first frame. Nice counter. Right hook upstairs by Bornilla, and he's backing up Martinez. And Martinez fires off a left hook. So as expected, lots to enjoy in the first round.
Take a look at what these two men need to do. For Martinez, pump up the volume. Didn't do that so much in round number one. He averages 70 punches per round. Can't square up. That allows his opponent to land punches better. The double left hook is a great weapon for him. He hasn't been inside where he can do that so much in this fight yet. As for Bornilla, don't stay inside, wants to fight from range. He did that even though he was pressing Martinez, and he did this in round one. As a lefty, he landed the jab and the straight left hand, the 1-2 a lot, and we did start to see him go downstairs to the body late in the round.
So a strong start by the challenger according to ShowStats, because according to our ShowStats, he went 11 of 43 to Bornilla compared to 10 of 29 for Martinez. Now, obviously, Al, they landed almost the same, but the fact that Martinez only threw 29, his offense was, you know, downshifted.
Yeah, that's really surprising for him. Normally, he would punch way more. As we said, he averages 70 punches per round.
And yet an entertaining round.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, this fight's going to be entertaining. I think we all agree.
Yeah, especially in this weight class. I mean, these fighters are known to throw a lot of punches. They're volume punchers, especially Martinez.
There's Martinez ripping a double hook, one downstairs, one to the head, and Martinez beginning to sit down on his punches, had Bornea pinned to the ropes and let loose.
And that's what I mean when Bornea's put in that position, in that place, he's got to come back with something. You got to catch those shots and shoot back.
Martinez slipped that shot, went to the body with the right hand, again leads with the left hook and really beginning to go to the left hook a lot.
Bornea added different conditioning trainers for this fight because he felt this fight is likely to go 12 rounds, he said, and he's never been that distance. He said, I'm going to have to be ready for a tough battle. And guess what? In this round, he switched to righty. How about that?
Yeah, Bornea's trainer, Enel Fontanilla, also the trainer of the only current Filipino titleist, unified 122-pound champ, Marlon Tapales. There's a right hook curled behind the guard of Martinez, but then he counters with another hard left hook upstairs.
So he's starting every combination now with the jab. Setting up the jab is the key for Bornea right now.
This division is so deep. Earlier today, we saw Kazuto Ioka defeat Joshua Franco in the rematch in Japan to become a new belt holder after Franco missed weight. There's Juan Francisco Estrada, Junto Nakatani, also belt holders, and Martinez looking to successfully defend his strap for the second time. Beautiful left hook to the body by the champion.
This fight, you could feel this fight just starting to cook, and I think it's going to be great. Both men are doing excellent work here in this round.
Man, Martinez mulling Bornea along the ropes. Bornea able to escape, resets, and then from the southpaw stance goes to the body.
Yeah, Martinez doesn't care if he misses a few shots here and there. As long as he has you on the back foot, he feels comfortable.
Yeah, that's really a good point.
Still nowhere near the offensive output we are accustomed to seeing from Fernando Martinez as we complete 2 rounds in this 12-round championship fight. Let's go to Jim Gray.
How do you assess your preparation?
¿Y qué te pareció tu preparación? ¿Qué tal te sentiste?
Mi preparación excelente, no tengo ninguna queja que darle a mi preparación, no tengo ningún dolor, no tengo ningún sufrimiento, estoy ready y vamos a dar lo mejor de mí esta noche.
Excellent preparation, no complaint whatsoever. I feel strong, I feel ready, and I'm ready to roll.
33rd of 35 children. Say hello to the 34 others who are watching real quick.
Mandar un saludo a tus 34 hermanos que te están viendo por televisión en República Dominicana.
Muchos saludos a toda mi familia de aquí. Estamos bien, estamos gracias a Dios, estamos ready, esperando. Gracias por el apoyo que me han brindado toda mi gente de allá, de Elías Piña.
All right, we're going to go back out tomorrow. They understood that.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Round 3, and it's off to a sizzling start as Martinez goes to the body, but Bornea targets upstairs, and Bornea is the one known for the fervent body attack, but he's now targeting the head with the jab. Good footwork by Martinez to reset in the center of the ring.
Yeah, and it's now Bornea setting the tone. And I like that. You got to set the tempo. You got to change it once in a while. Push Martinez back, and he's doing it really good right now.
You know, Martinez is not a knockout puncher, only half his fights,
good
but
defense by
he
Bornea.
fights like a knockout puncher. He's so aggressive, and he wants to get inside, and like we said, he idolizes Tyson, so that's his style.
Beautiful combination by Bornea, culminating with a right hook to the body, and then he met Martinez coming in with a right hook upstairs.
Yeah, I think Martinez, he knows that he doesn't have the power out, like you mentioned, but he could overwhelm you with the volume punching, and, you know, that's how he gets fighters out.
Coming up on the midpoint of the 3rd round. Nice combination by Bornea. Martinez digs away to the body, so they're flipping the scripts on us here. It's Bornea going upstairs, Martinez downstairs.
That seemed to bother Martinez. Caught him really well in the chin.
There have been moments in this fight where Bornea has landed with some pop.
You know what he has? I mean, he sees Martinez in front of him, but the fact that he's been away from his wife and 2 young children for 2 years and now literally on the cusp of getting to go home as champion, He has to fight the fight of his life tonight. Under a minute left in the third.
2 years, my God.
Lots of motivation.
Equally a lot of motivation for Martinez.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Check hook by Martinez.
Martinez got a late start as a pro in his great amateur career, but he's going to be 32 in a month. But you know, he's a fighter that's still fresh.
Abner, Bornia's bothered Martinez with some of these combinations, forcing him to retreat, something we're not used to seeing from the champion.
Yeah, the fundamentals, and we're talking about the 1-2, the distance that Bornia is setting up right now is just perfect for him. And Martinez just can't get in. Every time he wants to get in, Bornia is already taking that step back and setting back up with the jab.
Jake Bornia has shown us the ability to be a very good combination puncher. What did I say in the, this wasn't the 1-2, it was the jab, but then he threw the left and then came with the right hook. So a three-punch combination where the right hook was the signature punch.
You're letting him set. Okay, then you have to come in. So fight small and then come in. And then you have to wait for the volume of punches that he comes, and then you come back. You understand? We're good so far in the fight. Give him a little Vaseline there, out top. How are you feeling? Good?
Round number 4, scheduled for 12 for Fernando Martinez's 115-pound title. A battle of unbeaten fighters. The challenger, Jake Bornia, is 18-0 with 12 knockouts. The champion, Fernando Martinez, 15-0 with 8 KOs.
Yeah, it's all about setting the tempo right now for both fighters, either fighter. If it's Martinez, you want to set the high tempo, pressure, and if you're Bornia, you want to be calm. Pick your shots just as he's doing right now.
And if you're just joining us, the champion's in the black with red and gold trim. The first champion produced by promoter and former 140 and 147-pound champion Marcos Maidana. And Bornia coming forward.
Bornia is winning the battle of geography in this ring. He's keeping Martinez at bay and using the reach advantage, the 2-inch reach advantage that he has in this fight.
He's using an educated jab. Now Martinez able to close the distance and again uncork his vaunted left hook upstairs. Nice short right hand to the body by Martinez.
Yeah, the basic fundamentals for Bornia. The 1-2 jab, and I like what he's doing with it. I mean, it's just rhythm, really.
And he's perfectly balanced when you look at his stats over his last 3 bouts. 27 jabs, 28 power shots per round. So he does know how to mix it up. And right now he's really using the fundamentals, as you mentioned, after that jab. And Martinez now starting to jump in.
Yeah. Martinez's job to cut the distance in this fight, one of the things he could do, but he doesn't. He only averages 11 jabs a round. The jab would help him cut the distance here, but now he is cutting it without the jab.
A chopping right hand by Martinez. Under a minute now left in the 4th round, and really it's all about Martinez's elevated output that has been the foundation for his offensive success in the past, and yet here in the first 3+ rounds, it's more of a muted offensive attack, and yet he's sitting down and landing some hard shots out.
Yeah, and he has flipped the script in the last minute of this fight from that narrative a little bit, but that has been the narrative to a certain extent. Doesn't mean he lost all those rounds, but he certainly did punch less, but now he's getting inside and doing some good work.
Oh, is he taking a knee? What happened?
That was a clash of heads.
Keep it clean.
Martinez has never been down as a professional. Bornia has been down once against left-hander Ernest Delgadillo in his American debut, he said it was really a trip, but the referee called it a knockdown. That was in his first fight on American soil. His second one is for the champion title, but it's been an up and down road as it is for many prize fighters, and yet here he is in the main event tonight against Carlos Adames. But right now, our focus on this 115-pound championship fight, as good as advertised, as we begin round number 5. Fernando Martinez defending the title against Jade Bornea, and that jab of Bornea used to keep Martinez at bay, but Martinez is finding a route inside and landing to the body.
Yeah, there's been a subtle shift, I think, in the last couple of minutes of this fight, in which Martinez has been able to work his way inside better. And, you know, one or two of those early rounds, Martinez might have still gotten them not, but it's just that Bornea, who is stepping up in class against a better fighter, has shown he belongs in the ring with Martinez.
And doing exactly that right now, Abner, with his attack here in the 5th, using that distance and still getting hit with those body shots, but he's not swaying from his strategy.
Yeah, no, obviously he knew, he studied Martinez, and he knew that he was going to be a tough test, meaning he knew that the pressure was going to be there constantly. But for Bornea, you want to keep that distance right there. Be patient, jab, jab, take that step back and counter punch. And take side steps, you know, you want to be out of the ropes.
Sharp counter left hand by Bornea, and that's right, mid-range is where he would love to be. And now coming in with a combination, showcasing his hand speed.
Yeah, you want to take advantage at moments like that, like where Martinez is not being too aggressive.
Martinez would love to exploit Bornea being on the ropes.
Martinez has been able in this round, and you see him on the inside working to cut that distance a little bit and working with that hook.
Brian Custer said he calls himself Mini Mike Tyson, idolized him growing up, and many times when you see him sit down at his punches, his jaw never, you see a guy who is hell-bent on trying to stop you. A minute left in the 5th.
And I think Bornea is doing a really good job in, you know, these last couple of seconds. What's happening is that Martinez comes in, and we talked about the catch and shoot. Not everything's going to land when Martinez throws, and when they don't, you got to be Bornea. You got to throw the punches. You got to let them go.
Sweet little lead left hook by Martinez, and then doing a good job of avoiding the counterattack from Bornea. 30 seconds to the 5th. Martinez rips to the body just as Bornea went to the solar plexus. Boxing at its highest level for a 115-pound championship. And the great passionate fans at the Armory as Bornea got tagged with 2 punches from the champion. Well, they deserve action like this as we head to round 6.
Well, there's a moment when Martinez had been doing well when they clashed heads there. And really, it looked like Bornea had gotten the worst of it, but it was Martinez that kind of had an issue from it. And there is Martinez with that left hook when he had Bornea against the ropes. That, of course, is a weapon Martinez wants to use regularly. Bornea using good combinations, but that left hook of Martinez, when he gets that thing uncorked, it's a very good punch.
Okay? Timing.
Let's do some timing. We're almost done. We're almost there. Just a few rounds left.
Okay? This is a world championship fight.
This is a world championship fight. Just think about that. Think of your family.
Okay, box.
Round 6, scheduled for 12 for the 115-pound championship. Coming into the fight, Fernando Martinez had been averaging over 70 punches thrown per round. Much less here in this fight. And that also, again, due to the attack of Jade Bornea, but a nice counter left by Martinez. Bornea landed a combination.
And the trick in this fight is who's landing well, you know? We saw that with Benavidez and Plant. Benavidez didn't throw as many punches early, but didn't lose all those rounds, even though that happened. So it's tricky. It's true what we're saying,
yeah,
but
no, tricky rounds.
It's hard to tell with these rounds who's winning.
I love the Run DMC reference.
Hey, you know, I'm nothing if not a Run DMC fan.
1 minute has elapsed here in the 6th. Bonilla flashing the jab. Oh, wait a minute.
Clean break. Clean breakaway.
Did they do any Cole Porter songs? I can't remember.
No, but I can totally understand what you mean by you know, some rounds that are really close. I mean, because they are moments where Bonilla is landing the straighter, cleaner punches, but then again, the aggression from Martinez, you know, is constant, and you know, we don't know what the referees are seeing.
And you're right, because even in this sequence, Bonilla flashing the jab, and yes, it's that left hook that landed from Martinez upstairs, and now Bonilla comes back with a combination.
Yeah, these are close rounds, and I you know, you could go either way on a number of them. I think it's fascinating that Bonilla started as a lefty, he stayed as a lefty, he realized that was going to be his best chance in this fight.
And that's usually the case. Watching tape is usually successful as a lefty.
Yes.
As the action picks up, he's cornered momentarily. Martinez going for the uppercuts, misses with the sweeping right as Bonilla retreats and resets.
You know, Bonilla, it's early to say this, but he's never been 12 rounds before. Martinez has been 12 rounds twice in hard-fought matches with Ancajas, so we're going to keep an eye on Bonilla. And Martinez is an excellent second-half fighter, so we'll see if Bonilla can keep going with what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely not easy, obviously, because of the pressure that Martinez puts in. But, you know, you want to sit down a little bit more on those punches like Bonilla is doing right now, and obviously work that body, rip the body from Martinez, and bring him down a level. Speaking of oxygen.
Man, Martinez almost like shooting himself out of a Canada title, wanting to bully his way inside. But Bonilla, quick hands, beautiful work to the body. Final 15 seconds of the first half of this championship fight, and Martinez goes to the body. We're at the midpoint of this championship fight. Fernando Martinez is champion because he dethroned longtime champion Jerwin Ancajas and then defeated him in the rematch earlier tonight. Ancajas, well, he moved up in weight, super bantamweight, and he took on his opponent, Wilner Soto. And Al, it was a 4th round knockdown, and that led to the stoppage.
Yeah, and Ancajas showing us a lot of aggression. You know, he's a boxer-puncher type, but even in stepping up with weight tonight, he was moving forward the whole fight.
And again, he helped Bonilla in his camp.
Okay, get the volume up a little bit. And watch out for the body work he's trying to display here against you. You need a little more water? No, you're good? Let's go. Let's go, Dorfy. Let's go.
And we begin the second half of this championship affair. So much to unpack in those opening 6 rounds. Martinez starting out by mauling Bonilla, bringing the pressure, bringing that offense he is known for. As we start round number 7.
I think that the comment Abner made in the last round is a really important one. For Bonilla, he has got to try and land a significant body punch in this fight.
Yeah, Martinez bearing down on Bonilla to begin round 7. The most aggressive he has looked in this fight thus far.
And he kind of did towards the end of the last round, but right now the pressure from Martinez is just, you know.
All right, well, we get a quick moment here. This action heating up. Let's go to our unofficial score, Steve Farhood, for his scores at the midway point.
Oh, Martinez has been the aggressor. He doesn't mind missing 3 if he can land 2. I think he did very good work to the body, especially early in the fight. I have him up 4 rounds to 2, 58-56, Fernando Martinez.
You can see now Bonilla actually does combination, but he's thinking of that body work, and he's tried a couple times in this round to go down there.
It looks like Martinez wanting to set a trap, comes in with the left hook, and now Bornea says, you want to bully your way in? I could be a ram too. Let's batter.
Yeah, Bornea was really smart in the beginning. If you notice, he kind of used Martinez's aggression for his benefit. I mean, he let him get off all those punches. He missed a lot. He kind of tired out, and then Bornea pressuring and working the body.
And Bornea now going downstairs. He's done a good job of staying off the ropes for the most part in this fight, Bornea.
Hard counter right hand upstairs by the champion Martinez. Under a minute left in the 7th.
No punches, no punches.
And Bornea wanting to take flight a lot sooner than he would like to go to the Philippines. He's eager to get on a plane. He wants to fly. Nice body shot by Bornea.
Yeah, he said, not without that belt.
Nice combination. Bornea's jab and his hand speed evident. And Al's mentioned it after you as well. With the judges, what are you going to like more? Because Martinez has had the more eye-catching shots. Harder.
At moments, yeah, at moments, but I think it's Bornea's that are a little bit more eye-catching because of the distance where he's throwing them from.
Okay. You know, this round is a tale of two parts. The first part, very good for Martinez. The second part, good for Bornea.
They want me to go back to pro wrestling here, guys, with all of this lunging at each other. But this is as real as it gets for both these guys. Undefeated with a 115-pound title on the line.
He's running right now. You know? Look at him. Just look at him. Just keep slowly going in. Just watch for his straight. Watch for his straight. Just don't hesitate. And shock him.
Martinez attacking, but Bornea, you'll see him go downstairs kind of to the chest area of Martinez. He's starting to target that body a little bit.
Box!
Round number 8. 20-foot by 20-foot ring, and Al, you mentioned it. They're utilizing the real estate. These two 115-pound high-level athletes who come from abject poverty, come from big families, have mouths to feed, and it truly is incredibly inspiring after you can speak to it, how much they have to go through just to get here, and then they have to go through stuff like this to take the title. As you see on our unofficial score, Steve Farhood's scorecard, he has Martinez up now by 1 after giving Bornea the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, closing up really well. Bornea definitely landing the best eye-catching punches, especially to the body. And to follow up to your question, yeah, I mean, these guys, you know, working really hard, separated from their families. It's a lot of sacrifice, and not only to the mind and to the soul, but physically watching these two fighters go at it.
Nice counter left hand by Martinez upstairs, goes to the body with a couple of right hands. And again, I definitely don't score, but I do like the thudding power of Martinez when he does land.
Martinez is, you know, normally this is the part of the fight, and he started it in round 6, but I don't know if he continued it. This is when Martinez usually really kicks it into even another gear, but Bornea's doing a pretty good job in the last round and a half to not let that happen.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying. He's definitely trying to push Bornea back, but it's that step to the back, to the side, and that jab that Bornea is using, that stick that is not letting Martinez get in as easy.
Hard right hand by Martinez to the face of Bornea, but Bornea's textbook 1-2 is the story. Getting to the combinations first, under a minute left here in the 8th round. Feinting, there's the pawing of the jab by Bornea, and Martinez not closing the distance, now coming in with right hands, but lunging it, but there are some short lefts and rights that were effective for Martinez.
saw a lot of punches that were missed, but I think Bonilla needs to practice the catch and shoot right there. Just perfect example. He caught that body shot. He came back with his own.
When Martinez gets him against the ropes, he can be effective, and we saw him push him back there and use combination.
And it almost seems like the way Bornilla's moving, like he's trying to set a trap. But you're right, Martinez has been effective, and now lateral movement from Bornilla.
And Bornilla hasn't allowed himself to be trapped too much on him.
No. Exchange along the ropes again. Martinez crashes in space and crashes into Bornilla's head with punches.
Martinez, it's fun to watch him throw combinations.
Great round, great round. That's the way, Darv. Very good, very good. We love that round. He did start feeling it. He's starting to feel it now. How's he feeling? Good? Nice and calm. He's already hurt.
Well, they love that round in the Martinez corner. Here's part of the reason why. They were battling on the inside, and Martinez did some pretty good work when he pushed Bornilla near the ropes. But that isn't to suggest that Bornilla didn't, as he threw that nice right hook. The Bornilla right hook has been a good weapon in this fight. And then toward the end of the round, this was where Martinez kind of pushed back and pushed Bornilla back against the ropes, and that's where he throws those combinations and kind of tries to bully his opponent, and he did a pretty good job. And the left hook of Martinez, very important weapon, showed itself there.
Remember, Anka Haas, who was in Bornilla's camp, who was dethroned by Martinez, told Bornilla not to be cornered, take care of his head, and Bornilla's got his right ear, it looks like it's about to explode on James Thompson, and blood, it may have just happened.
Do you want to keep fighting or no?
On cue.
You want to keep fighting or no? Okay, box.
The ear just blew up. Wow. And Martinez now all over Bornilla. Blood on the camera lens, and in this 9th round, bringing attention to the ear of Bornilla. And Martinez now on the prowl, and Bornilla retreating. The referee, Charlie Fitch, looking intently. His equilibrium may be messed with.
Very weird that you would see that happen in that spot.
Right? On cue, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And James Thompson, by the way, against Kimbo Slice on CBS. Elite XC back in the day. Abner, what does this mean with your ear blowing up like that? Not that you've ever suffered an injury like that.
Yeah, never had. But you mentioned, I think, the equilibrium more than anything. The fact that the opponent sees blood and he's right on top of Martinez. But it doesn't seem to be bothered right now, speaking of Bornilla.
Well, I think he's kind of composed himself
yeah, he
now.
has.
He had a tough spot there.
I think at the moment he thought that the ref was going to take a look at it.
A valiant effort by Bornilla, but Martinez, this is vintage. Fernando Martinez. Body shot by Bornilla. Martinez continues to bear down on the challenger. Just over a minute left in the 9th. An eventful 9th round it's been.
And for some reason, and he apparently feels it's better, Bornilla has gone back to righty.
Maybe to protect that ear.
Yeah, to keep the ear farther away.
Back to the body goes the body man, Jade Bornilla. And boy, high drama. And yet, as you mentioned, Al, Bornilla seems to have settled down, trying to get back to his rhythm. But another left hook to the ear, and here comes Martinez.
You can really see Martinez targeting that ear.
Why wouldn't he?
Right?
This is when, if you've got a great left hook, which Martinez does, it comes in handy.
Lead left hook, right hand. Power shots from the champion.
Towel.
Dig, get us. In through your nose, out their mouth. Breathe. Not by good. Is it?
You good, Jade?
Okay.
You good?
Oh my God, indeed.
Just focus. Just focus. Just focus. Focus. One more. Don't fly. Just watch. Watch when you jump around. Just punch the body right away. Shoot it. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it in the body.
Okay, stay here. Get out of the ring. Time. Corner, neutral corner. Come on. You gotta get out of the ring faster. Please, faster.
Charlie Fitch, referee, did say please. And Jade Bonilla able to continue. Lead left hook lands to the side of the face by Martinez.
And because that was not ruled as a clash of heads, it was from a punch. Obviously, if that would stop this fight, it would be a TKO win for Martinez.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to stop that cut from the ear. I mean,
another left hook to the ear by
rare that you
Martinez.
see that kind of cut from a punch.
Another lead left hook by the champion. Dr. Joe Howard has looked at the ear in between rounds, allowing the fight to continue, and if the left hook won't get you, that right hand will. But again, you cannot, I mean, the fortitude, the courage. This is everything for Jade Bonilla. This is everything he has ever aspired to be, is this fight here tonight.
yeah, he's dealing with a lot right now. But, you know, like, look at this round, how it started. Bonilla settled down a little bit, going back to the fundamentals, going back to what was winning him this fight. And those straight punches.
A beautiful bounce back round for Bonilla. Now got caught with that lead right hand and again needs to stay off the ropes out.
Yeah, and Martinez raking him over the coals when he pushes him back.
A blood-spattered ringside with each and every punch thrown by Fernando Martinez. Again lunges in and catches him with a hook. Martinez also fighting for his family. His daughter, Alma, 8 years old, that's her name, tattooed across his back. Carries not only her, but his entire family in Argentina. And here with a minute left in the 10th, Bonilla trying to fight back. Chopping right hand by Martinez.
One of the differences in this fight in the last several rounds is that left hook of Martinez. He got it going a few rounds ago. It's what caused the cut, and it is his signature punch, and it's changed this fight, even though it was a close fight to begin with.
And the series of chopping right hands as well by the champion, Martinez.
Yeah, that's been no picnic either for Bonilla.
Bonilla from the same hometown as the all-time great Manny Pacquiao, General Santos City, trying to rally.
Yeah, and Bonilla definitely was being more effective as the southpaw stance, but now he can't turn back because, I mean, he'll put his ear in risk.
Another chopping right hand, a series of right hands by Martinez. Bonilla stays standing and taking punishment at the end of round 10.
Well, we talked about the Martinez hook, but Mauro accurately pointed out also that the right hand of Martinez has been a very effective weapon. And that one from distance, sometimes it's a chopping right hand from inside, closer, but that one was from distance. And here, yeah, using the jab as applying a jab to set up that right hand. We think of the 1-2 combination coming from Bonilla, which it has more in this fight. That one came from Martinez.
Let's do this, Jade. Let's give him a 1 round. Let's get this round. Let's get this round.
Championship rounds are upon us. A battle of undefeated prize fighters, the champion Fernando Martinez. He is in the black with red and gold trim, chopping away at the challenger's face with those right hands. Left hook to the body. Jade Bornea has been away from the Philippines and his young family for 2 years in pursuit of a championship belt.
And Bornea has never been to the 11th round. And they did, by the way, here it comes, yeah.
And the referee, Charlie Fitch, steps in. And Fernando Martinez drops to his knees, looks to the heavens, and celebrates his second title defense, putting away a game. Jade Bornea sending Bornea to his first loss, and heartbreak in the corner of the challenger.
And they had cautioned in between rounds to the corner that they might stop it because of the ear, and they did.
Martinez now 16-0 with his 9th stoppage victory in a division as deep as it gets, beginning to build his reputation.
Yeah, and I just want to say that it was really, really unfortunate for Bonilla, because prior to him getting the ear blown like that, he was doing a really good job of maintaining the distance, working with his fundamentals. But, again, these things happen in fights, and Martinez was able to take advantage of that and, be able to get the stoppage tonight.
Let's revisit the 9th round where a seminal moment in this fight happened. It was here where that left hand busted the ear lobe of Bornea, and that blood got everywhere, including our camera. You'll see it right here.
Let's get gory like a Tarantino movie.
Exactly, yes. And, Martinez took advantage, as Abner said, of that moment.
Let's make it official. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 29 seconds in round number 11. Our referee in charge, Charlie Fitch, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the undefeated IBF Junior Bantamweight Champion of the World, Fernando Puma Martinez.
Fernando Martinez remains undefeated, more importantly, remains 115-pound champion, sending Jade Bornea to his first loss. And even though he didn't win the title, let's hope Bornea is reunited with his family ASAP. As we are here at the Armory, always a great night of fights. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Moro, thank you very much. Felix de Jesus will translate for us. Fernando, congratulations. What do you think was the difference in this fight?
¿Cuál fue la diferencia en esta pelea para ti?
Como dije, venimos con un terrible campamento. Ganaba el más fuerte. La verdad que venimos trabajando y bueno, se demostró que estamos más fuertes que nunca. Queremos a todos los mejores. Un saludo para mi nena Alma, para mi hija Lunay, que está en camino, mi señora, mi mamá, mi viejo que me viene a ver siempre. Bueno, para todos mis hermanos, todos.
No, definitely the training camp we had was brutal, was great. And I said before that the tougher fighter, the stronger fighter was going to win that fight, and that was me. I also want to say hi to my daughter, Alma, the one that's coming. ¿Cómo se llama la que viene? Elunay, who's coming, and of course my mother and father and everybody else.
When you saw that his ear was damaged, did you target it to make him have difficulty?
Cuando tuviste que la oreja ya estaba sangrando, ¿eso era lo que tú querías hacer, seguir dándole en la oreja?
Sí, la verdad que se le había inflamado un montón. Tenía un hinchazón terrible. Y en una, cuando yo le pego un cross de izquierda, explota la oreja, le salta la sangre. Yo le dije al referee que cuidado, que se lastimó muy feo. Pero bueno, lo dejaron seguir y yo fui como tiburón en la casa, vi un poco de sangre y le fui tirando con todo ahí, ¿no?
Yeah, no, I definitely saw the injury in the ear, and the inflammation was like I've never seen before, and I hit him with a left, and it popped, it exploded. So I even told the referee, hey, be caution, I think he's really hurt, and that's when I just kept going at the ear and trying to finish this fight.
Fernando, congratulations on the stoppage.
Felicidades.